Shoota92, 92, 93, whatever your name is. You real disrespectful, that's cute. You real disrespectful, that's cute. You said you wanted to fight? Well, the heavyweight champ is trying to get in contact with you. Shannon Briggs. He already got a date for us up under his fight in December. So we could get that bag and fight, because the reality of it is, if I go to Harlem, right, and I go down there with my dudes, and your dudes start acting up, we all going to jail for the rest of our life. Let's just be real. So what I'm saying is, Shannon Briggs, the heavyweight champ, Shoota, he done set the date up for us to fight up under. Now, we can start negotiating the bag we want to, or you can fight for free. It doesn't even matter to me. I'm going to get my bag. But I promise you, tomorrow I start my training. So if you want to enter that ring, we can get it, baby. Because outside of that, if we ain't going to get it in the ring, stop talking over the internet. Because when you see me and I see you, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You're going to have to show me who you are, and I'm going to have to show you who I am, right? Just make sure you never leave home without it. That's all I'm saying. We ain't got to have no beef. We can get in the ring and be respectful. See, it's just that simple. Y'all dudes sitting up there, and we can fight. All that disrespectful shit is all good. I ain't scared to get punched in the face. You can give it, but can you take it? It's just that simple. The reality of it is, Shoota, you a soldier. You a doja. What we call a doja in Rikers Out. You a doja. You a doja. You the piss boy. There's no reason why me and Shoota should be arguing on the internet. That's Jim Jones' job. Jim, just be a man about it. Baby, you ain't got a lot of stuff. Be a man about it, nigga. Man up. Fight your own battles. My whole thing, Shoota, where was you at? Right? Where was you at when 50 Cent was going at Jim Jones? Why when he going with Giants, you ain't never got nothing to say? You ain't say nothing to 50 Cent, Shoota. What you think is something sweet about Poppy from Bronx? Yeah, you do. Like I said, the date is in December. Shannon Briggs is hitting you up in your DM. Respond to him so he could get us on the three-way, and we can figure out how we gonna knuckle up. It's just that simple. And at the same time, we can show these young boys out here in the streets that, you know what, you can put the hammers down and we can get in the ring. It ain't always got to be about pulling that weapon. Black men, we come from the days and the eras of fighting. We used to knuckle up. We can knuckle up. By all means. And as a matter of fact, right now what we're debating is, with Shannon Briggs, I actually want Shoota first. I want Shoota first. And or if Shoota ain't gonna do it, it's gonna be me and Mysonne. So those are the two fights I'm negotiating. I like when y'all sitting up there, y'all be talking about Haas don't be responding. He only respond to female. No, I only fight generals. I only respond and I only try to fight with generals. When you don't see me responding really like that, the clown's like 10 toes down. This dude is a dude that start. What I want to fight to start. You a groupie. Anytime you got 20 videos about a person on your page, you a solidified groupie. I don't want to go back and forth with Marky from Harlem. Shaft 10 toes down. I don't argue with niggas like that. Because when he in my face, nothing went down. All the jewelry on, he was in my face, recorded. He won't put the footage out because I was too strong on that. He can't put that footage out. So I don't want to deal with lames. I deal with generals. When you see me in combat and you see me getting ready for war, it's with generals. I ain't got time for the birds. And it's simple. Just like that. Troy Ave is a whole nother story. Troy Ave, if you listening to me, like, don't you think you did enough? And I don't have no beef with Troy Ave. I like Troy Ave, and I want to see him be successful. I want to see him be successful. But Troy Ave, you ain't no different from Jim Jones right now. You trolled and trolled on the internet. You and Taxstone both. Y'all trolled on the internet. Right? Let's get back to that nightlife that Mano like to talk about, right? Let me say it again. Let me talk to you, Troy Ave. That nightlife. Troy Ave, Mano, cashing over 2 times. Trife Gangster Brother, right? A night of pleasure became a night of pain. Khalil, quiet down some, man. A night of pleasure became a night of pain to the point to where that you, Troy Ave, it was your duty to make sure Trife Gangsta brother made it back home to his mama. He died because of you, Troy Ave. Respectfully, I say this, little brother. When do you change the energy? Because of what you're doing right now, that brother will never, ever, ever see his kids, if he had any, or embrace the hug of his mother ever again because of that nightlife. I don't even understand how you can even play the games that you're playing with this music and on this internet when you're about to go to court and face the rest of your life, the next 25 years, for the body of your friend. And you still beefing. I respect you more if you get to dropping the bodies with the rest of the niggas you got beef with instead of misleading these young boys. Because under one breath, you sitting up there talking about the streets is a myth. And under the next breath, you making fun of somebody that you're getting, nigga, you're about to face the same executioner that Casanova 2 times is facing. And you think that is funny? That shit ain't right, Troy Ave. Stop what you're doing. I understand you desperate right now and you trying to make some money because you got to pay your lawyers. But what you're doing right now is foul. And God don't like ugly. And what you're doing is ugly. I don't want to see Casanova 2 times get life in jail. 20 years in jail. And you shouldn't want to see him get that neither. That night of pleasure, that nightlife, became a night of pain that many people will never ever forget. Like I said, when niggas brag about that nightlife, Mano ain't no sucker. I told y'all this in the last video. But he could not protect that female that got rocked in her face. And the sad part about it is, he might not even be messing with her no more. So now another dude got to come along and kiss her wounds that she caught because of you, Troy Ave. She got a slug in her face because of you. And you still with the shits? That's how I feel about Troy Ave. I think that he needs to stop it, man. Mature a little bit. Don't sit up there and preach hellfire for these kids in the street and then turn around and raise your little boys right. You got 2 beautiful sons, I believe, man. Raise these kids in the street the way you want your boys raised, Troy Ave. Respectfully, little brother. Respectfully. I know sometimes I come at dudes hard, but the reality of it is, it's like, yo, once you touch the hellfire, Troy Ave just touched the hellfire. You about to go into the belly of the beast. If you gonna play these street rules or rather street games, don't say the streets is a myth no more. If you gonna play that, if you gonna play this gangster persona on wax, on music, then I suggest you plead the 5th, Troy Ave, when you go to court. When you face that jury of 12, plead the 5th. Do not tell on Taxstone. You plead the 5th, Taxstone plead the 5th. And whatever happens to y'all, happens to y'all. Because the reality of it is, if you want to keep on with wearing that gangster persona that you got on you, and I ain't saying you ain't tough, little brother, but if you're going to keep that energy, then keep that energy. If you're going to keep that energy in court. Say less. What Lord Akim say? The more that I know, the more I say less. Say less. You can't be both.